What is up, boys? What are y'all even fucking doing, man? It's Monday. You're listening to Just My 2 Cents, so that means it's another UFC recap / preview show. It's a little after 5. Apologies for the late start. I hope y'all had a good weekend. Mine won't too bad. I'm going to talk about this past weekend's UFC St. Louis card, and then I'm going to preview UFC Vegas 92, which is coming up this weekend on Saturday. It's another Apex card, so I'm sure it'll be just fucking stupendous. But I do have one bet already. I'm not going to get crazy on this one, but I will probably have a couple of bets, few, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it's probably more like 3 or 4 before it's all said and done. But I do have one already. I'll probably drop that in the stream, and then that'll be it. But I hope y'all doing good. The two people that are in the building. My weekend was pretty good for the most part. Shout out and salute to the Dome, the greatest group chat in the world. Shout out to my dude, Aaron the Dog. Make sure y'all check out his UFC breakdown show every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. This past week was awesome. It was no exception to the greatness that is that channel and the UFC Wednesday night show. Lucky Locks came through second week in a row. It was a great episode. Check it out. Give it a like. Shout out to my dude Big Show Picks for the sick overlays and backgrounds and basically the production value on this channel. Well, I sure appreciate it. While you're at it, speaking of Big Show, download the latest episode of Locker Room Talk. That is Post Sports Radio's podcast that you can download anywhere. Check it out. This past week was a good one. Tune into the premiere. Premieres every Thursday night, usually around 9 on YouTube. Sign up for the contest. Spoiler alert, I did not fucking win. But if you have the best picks, you can get $100. If you do Tapology picks every week, I don't see why you wouldn't do this. But yeah, shout out to the boys at Pub. I was there Saturday night once again. So shout out to everyone that was there, everyone that came through in the chat, everyone else on the panel. It was a good time. I'm going to talk about the UFC St. Louis card here in just a minute. But check that out. Subscribe to Post Sports Radio if you're not already. Your boy is one of, if not the newest member of the team. Very happy to be there. I will be there again this week on Saturday night or Saturday evening. Need to check out the start time, actually. But, yeah, man. Let's talk about this UFC St. Louis card. I need to eat quite a bit of fucking crow. Which is why this is what the avatar will be for most of it. It wasn't like my picks were necessarily terrible, but goddamn were my bets ever just god awful, man. Terrible bets. Some of my most embarrassing bets this year. So it did not take me long to eat shit on the live stream. So glad to get that out of the way. But yeah, man, it was not your boy's night as far as the wagering is concerned, but I'm going to tell you all about it. I'll go through the card fight by fight. Tell you where I got my pick right and wrong, and eat crow where I need to. Talk. I'm not going to be able to talk much shit, but, you know, where I can, I will. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that one. What's up, Lobby? How are you? Hope you had a good weekend. So sorry, I'm a little my throat's a little scratchy today. Little mucusy. So apologies if my voice sounds weird. So yeah, Friday I did watch the weigh-ins. Don't do it, man. Just make your picks based off of who you think the better fighter is and make that your like don't wait on the weigh-ins to be like, oh well, I think they look better on the scale. So it just doesn't matter. I thought all these fighters looked good. They fucking lost. I thought all these fighters looked terrible. They whooped ass for the most part. So I'm gonna go through this fight by fight. I'll tell you what I thought about them, and yeah, I'll tell you how to do my awesome bets and picks. But here we go. Don't have a ton to say about the first one. Hardy outstruck her. It took place on the feet for the most part. JJ attempted a couple takedowns that she couldn't hit, and Hardy was the cleaner striker, much faster, like I thought she would be. I was tempted earlier in the week to bet JJ Aldridge, and I'm so fucking glad I didn't. It was pretty clear 29-28, 30-27 Hardy. Pretty easy to score. So I don't have a ton to say about it. Yep, the fatter ass theory came through. What's the saying, by hook or by crook? Any which way you can. Any which way but the fucking caboose is loose. And it's funny you say that, my dude. What's up, Noah? It's funny you say that, though, because I think that the ass itself did play a factor. So all jokes aside, that shit might be real. So we're going to talk about it. But yeah, that's about all I have to say about the first one. Now, that was a coin flip. I really didn't know who was going to win that. I knew I wasn't going to bet it. As I was for a second, I thought about betting Aldridge, but I decided pretty early on in the week that it was going to be a coin flip. So that means no bet for me. I don't really care who wins or loses. And the coin said Hardy. So I was 1 for 1 at that point with the coin, but talk more about that in a second. Looking back at this, it was a pretty good line on Charles Johnson. Like, I think he was the underdog at one point. I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit. Shout out to Moyes Audio, the owner of the Carousel. This was one of his Carousel fights. So Charles Johnson gives Jake Hadley a spin. If Moyes was here, I'd ask him if I could get a spin myself because I definitely fucking deserve one, man. But yeah, I didn't really there wasn't a point in the week where I was like, dude, I'm like, I can't really say that I almost pulled the trigger. I thought about maybe betting Johnson, but it was another one I kind of decided earlier in the week that I was just going to pass. But yeah, I picked Johnson, but kind of kicking myself for not betting it because in hindsight, it just seems like the obvious side. But yeah, man, congrats to anyone that got that Charles Johnson dog money. Death taxes and fading Jake Hadley is a favorite. Nice. So this was fight of the night to me. I thought it was the most exciting bell to bell. Now, watching this live, Trey Waters was in the Locker Room Talk podcast parlay, so I was biased towards Waters. I tried to call it as evenly as I could, and I try to do that anyway. Sometimes I just can't help myself. The bias inevitably, just I'm rooting for one fighter, so sometimes I kind of get tunnel vision with that. But I try and call him as down the middle as I can. And I was worried, man. I thought they might give that to Billy Goff just because of some of the visuals on the Water side. He was really tired, but shout out to him, man, because he pushed through it. And I do think he landed the heavier strikes. And he was really starting to tune Billy Goff up. He almost knocked him out in the second round. And Goff started to slow down. So it was a close fight, dude. I was kind of worried. But, yeah, thinking back on it, Waters was kind of boxing him up. Billy Goff is just tough, and Waters was getting tired from fucking beating on him. So, Goff would charge forward, land some strikes of his own, get it to the fence. And so I was kind of worried about that, man. I thought they might fuck Waters, but yeah, I think he was the rightful winner, and like it was just a good fight. Goff is fucking tough, dude. Waters was cracking him like over and over again. He just fucking ate it. So that was a good fight, though. Oh, absolutely, dude. I mean, I'll definitely look to fade Waters if he's a favorite against someone that has like real power. Oh yeah. Because I think his cardio is a little suspect. I mean, he did push through it and continue to fight. So it's not like he has like zero, it's not like he death gasses, but he did get tired pretty quick. And against someone like that can push a pace like that, but it's a little more dangerous. Yeah, I'd definitely gonna look to fade Waters against that kind of matchup. But yeah, man. So, fuck. You know, I'm just remembering this. Big Show already sent me the fucking layouts for this card, the overlays, and I did not fucking upload them. And I'm just now thinking of that. So, down. Well, they'll be up on. Well, no. No, I guess there's still time to put them up. I guess there's. Well, hold on. I might have these still up. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I still got the ones from last week, man. So yeah, what's the next fight we're on? But yeah, shout out to my dude Big Show for hooking me up with these like sweet overlays for like the prelim builder, and then it's working out really nice for the pre-games. So yeah, I don't know, I didn't even think of that. I was like, I could just use it today. But I didn't, because I'm fucking stoned. What up, Playboy? What are you doing? What has been popping off in your world? I'm super interested. I need to reload this fucking bong. Speaking of weed and airing the dogs. Are you going to be airing the dog or airing the puppy this week? I wonder. I wouldn't blame you if you're airing the puppy this week, because this next card coming up is pretty GHEY. But I'm going to talk about it a little bit today anyway. But yeah, I'm trying to think about. Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, there's still time. There's still time to put the new shits up, the new janks. Now let's get to the bit of controversy, if you will. Tisha Pennington was what the coin spoke. Tisha Pennington was in the Zhang Li. So yes, I was a little biased towards Tisha going into the fight, hoping that she would win. Like I said, I try and call the fights as down the middle as I possibly can. I think it was closer to 30-27 Tisha than 29-28 Tabitha. It's so funny, man. The whole grappling control is useless is such an arbitrary thing to throw out, because it was useless grappling control. She didn't really threaten with submissions, not really. Like she didn't, it was holding her in position. And then people like the stat numbers are close. I think they were counting a lot of blocked punches for Tabitha. Like she was not landing clean in those exchanges, dude. A lot of her punches were like bouncing off Tisha's gloves. She was just not landing clean. Tisha was the one that would like, because they get into like an exchange. Tabitha would like throw a punch, like a counter punch, and then Tisha would answer with like 2 or 3 more on the end of it. And She clearly won the first round. I thought she won the second one too pretty easily. And the second and the third were closer, but it was a lot of Ricci just holding on. I don't know, man. I'm not the only person that thinks this either. Like a lot of people crying robbery on the timeline. I'm not saying that's the like, there's plenty of times where everyone bitches and I'm just like, you're fucking wrong. But this is what I think. I think that sex sells, and I think the fact that Tabitha Ricci has a nice juicy dump, and they're pushing her over Tisha Pennington, which I understand. I get it. But I think that that's kind of what like did it. You know what I mean? I think that Tisha Pennington got the better of those striking exchanges. Like she was the one hitting Tabitha cleaner, and just they like that dumper. They like Ricci. They like that corny ass baby shark. Do whatever the fuck. Like I get it. A little fucking whack, but I get it. I thought they robbed Tisha Pennington, but I guess the second and third rounds were closer, so like it's not the worst robbery I've ever seen, but I do think it was a robbery. I think they kind of fucked Tisha there, but it is what it is. It be what it be. Coin got fucked. Fatter ass theory prevails. There you go, Noah. Can't fight the dump. I mean, I'd be a hypocrite to say that the dump has never, gotten the better of me. That a fat woman's ass has never, sung the song of the siren to me. I'm just saying. It is what it is. Indeed. Quite right, sir. Quite right. That's what I'm saying. Like I think that is what won it for her. So I will give you credit for that, man. She has a fatter ass, and I think they were just looking at it, dude. I think they just got hypnotized. Indeed. Yeah. What can I say? What can I say, baby? Oh my God, for this. That old tater. Yeah. But that's what I think did it. But it did fuck the Zhang Li, so I'm not happy about that. It may have been a blessing in disguise, but yeah. I think Tisha got fucked. But anyways, man. Moving right along. Oh my God, for this one. Thank God I did not bet Terrence McKinney because I really thought about it for a second. I was like, oh, dude, he might be alive. Like, you never know. Yeah, sure thing. Sure thing, idiot. Now, I picked Rebovich. I did pick McKinney in the pub contest, but my Tapology pick was Rebovich. I mean, I had second round knockout like a lot of people did, dude. RIP all those second round Rebovich tickets because there were quite a few of them, as I understand. I mean, that's logically so, but still, I did not expect it to be like this and that early. It wasn't even like that pretty of a head kick. It just smoked him, dude. Yeah, I think the McKinney experiment is over. I think it's over. It's not even because Rebovich is a shitty fighter. Like, he's a good fighter. McKinney doesn't have a great chin, dude. And he's just really vulnerable to all these like heavy strikes, dude. Like, he's been head kicked twice. He got kneed into oblivion twice, like, well, he's been knocked out like 4 or 5 times now. They keep putting him up against all these killers, dude. If they're going to keep McKinney around, they need to dial that fucking shit back. Dial that competition back, B. Because you're just throwing the fucking kid to the wolves, dude. And just like his chin is just about gone. They need to fucking give him like a grappler that's not a fucking like fucking real dangerous striker. Like, fuck, man. I almost feel bad. I felt bad for him. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing him there, like that expression on his face, that confused, like, oh, what the fuck just happened? It's like, yeah, I couldn't help but feel for him. But yeah, I mean, I think it should just about do it. As far as any kind of like aspirations, I mean, I think he can still be an action fighter, but dial it the fuck back a little bit, man. They're giving him like all these prospects. It's just like, yeah, he might not be. It's clear that he's not like top 10 material, but Jesus Christ, like, wild. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's just about it. That should just about do it for McKinney. It was fun while it lasted, but I think it's run its course. And I don't think that's necessarily a hot take. Come well, Kurt. I mean, yeah. Yeah, several fighters that aren't super great have looked better against Ribovich in losses for sure. Okay, it's time to eat crow. I need to eat a big fucking bowl of shit here because I could just not have been more wrong. There's no excuses. There's no like bad beats. No, this was just a horrible fucking pick and bet. And I was pretty fucking confident in Slava Claus. So yeah, there it goes. Here's me shoveling Trash Bird into my big, fat, stupid mouth. Yeah, I was all over fucking Slava Claus's nuts. Oh, dude, he's going to one punch him at any point. Yeah, sure thing. Sure thing, idiot. So, yeah, that was me. I was the guy parlaying Slava Claus. Cautionary tale. It's not like I'm going to get away from parlaying dudes that I think are going to win as favorites, but yeah, I was just fucking wrong, dude. So big up to all the Hooper backers. Top notch, top notch. I mean, y'all were on it, dude. Now, can I just ask y'all? Because I still really don't know. Not that it really matters, so we don't have to spend a lot of time talking about it, but do y'all think that Slava tapped? Do you think he tapped? I'm genuinely torn on whether that one was like a tap or not. Like, he was gonna clearly lose, so it doesn't matter. Like, Hooper was gonna win regardless. It was either gonna be TKO if he kept Keith Peterson could have stopped that fight like 10 fucking times. So it was either gonna be a TKO, a ground and pound, a submission, or a very clear decision. So that really doesn't matter. But I am curious, like, do y'all think that he tapped? Or do y'all think that was like he just didn't know what was going on, or Brazilian tap, or what? I'm curious. Because I really, the argument for him not tapping is it like right there, that's after the supposed tap, and he's still like trying to defend the choke. But it definitely, if you want to say that it looks like a definite one tap, yeah. And if there had been another one after that, there's no question. So maybe it was a Brazilian tap. I don't know, dude. But it was kind of weird looking. Not that it really matters, though. Hooper was beating the Christ out of him. So Hooper was going to win regardless. I'm eating crow regardless. Like, Hooper was always the side. Slava, yeah, he just fucking shit all over my fucking parlay, and yeah, pretty much my night. Not, well, yeah, almost. Shout out to the 10 people in the building. But yeah, I was that fucking numbskull auto parlaying Slava. You know, dude, I said that on the pub stream, and I genuinely believe that. I say that about fighters, and it's not an insult. It's like, dude, you're only good enough for Bellator, dude. I'm not even like good enough for the regional scene. So that's not what I'm saying. I genuinely think he could have success in Bellator or PFL. Not saying he's going to be champion, but like feel like he'd have more success as an action fighter in one of those organizations. And I genuinely believe that. What's up, Parrot? You and me both. I mean, on Slava anyway. My wife is probably rolling her eyes. I don't know. She was downstairs. Slava and McChinney, my biggest bets on card outside main event. Great. Welcome to the blacklist, you fucking bums. Yeah, I think I do, man. I think I'm, yeah. Yeah, I think, I don't know, man, because it feels like I'm almost like shitting on Hooper if I blacklist Slava. I don't know. Like, I'm not blacklisting Minifield. You know what I mean? Like, if he gets somebody less than Olberg and he's plus money, oh, yeah, I'm on it. But, like, there is a fighter coming up here that is blacklisted for sure, regardless. And I didn't really think about Slava, but yeah, I think a lot of it, though, is me just thinking that Hooper is still that little, like, weak nerd. Like, he's clearly put on muscle. He's grown up and he's grown up and he's grown up. He's a grown man now. So, yeah, got to take that into account. He's got his man strength. A little tougher at 155. Not quite as chinny. Like, yeah. I think that's what it was. And Slava, like, yeah, Hooper's just a really good grappler. And what I didn't expect was Hooper just dropping him like that, man. That was what really surprised me, obviously. And just like, yeah, I was kind of just beside myself. So I didn't even really think about blacklisting Slava until now, but I am. But he could end up being like an underdog. I'll tell you what, I will blacklist him. This is what I will do. If he's a favorite, nah, he's done. Can't do it. He's brown listed. I browned out. No, he's brown listed, which means no more parlaying Slava. Just cannot trust the motherfucker at chalk. As an underdog, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Same. Yeah, for sure. Dude, RIP all the Chase Hooper by TKO, man. A lot of people were saying that in the chat too. Stubborn Mick said it. Somebody else did too. Who was it? Nunya, somebody like that. I can't remember. Give me my refund. You blacklisted him, yeah. Yep. So there is a fighter that I did blacklist. It's not Minifield, though. I said I won't going to do it beforehand. I'm not going to be a punk and renege on that and go back. No, it's just he's not blacklisted. I just got to be more careful. Because again, what I won't do though, and I'll just save it for when I get to him. But yeah, I got quite a bit to say about that one. But okay, where are we? Now, this is the one spot where I can say a fucking toe to so. I did tell y'all this Despaigne dude had serious fraudulent tendencies and fraud vibes. And yeah. Dude, Rebellis backers have got to eat crow there. You have got to suck some trash, bird. All the mugging off of Waldo this week. I mean, he made the motherfucker look like Khabib. He made him look like a poor man's Khabib. Look at that wrist control. Just, dude. Clear thing. It looked like he was going to get him out of there at the end of the second. This was the one thing I cashed. I mean, I still ended up losing everything because I bet that this right here, the little bit of money that I did make on Acosta, I bet it and lost it later in the night. So it was not to be for me as far as this card, but this is the one spot I can say a fucking toe to toe. A fucking toe to toe, Julian. Yeah. Dude, it's not a bad thing to pass. Like, it's okay to pass. That's kept me from losing way more money. I can't tell y'all how many times that I've fucking said this year, oh my God, thank the fuck Christ I passed on that. I've said that countless times. Noah says it was more of an I hate Waldo pick than. Dude, thank you for saying that because I feel like a lot of people were picking that way. They were like, oh, Waldo is this, he's that. I think a lot of people got burned on either Waldo inside the distance tickets when he went to decision or just like trying to fade him against these other guys. I really think it had a lot to do with that because Despagne won't shit. Like, yeah, dude, he's knocking out these 0-0 motherfuckers and Josh Parisian, and they're all landing clean on him. So, yeah, if it had stayed on the feet, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, that's his chance to knock Waldo out, but Waldo was still starting to crack him. And dude, Despagne is a total fucking fraud. And yeah, I can't say I fucking told y'all so with this one. So yeah, eat fucking crow. Anybody that was on Despagne, Noah, like a man of honor, already has. I still hate Waldo. That's funny, dude. Greg Hardy, the greatest of all time. No, that's Artem, my friend. That is the Russian Hammer. You already know. Now, I can't dwell on that too long because the rest of my night went downhill pretty fucking quickly after that. And it was a terrible night. One of the worst nights of betting for me this year. But at least this was my leg of the Locker Room Talk podcast parlay, the one that I threw out. So I'm glad that this hit. So anybody that like parlayed, even if you didn't take that, if you happen to like parlay Waters and Woodson and got something close to plus money, that's awesome. But I'm glad that at least this leg hit. The parlay ended up busting, and I'm about to tell you why. And the motherfucker that busted it is, oh my God, is that motherfucker blacklisted? Just Ned fucking Isaacov to the fullest. But I'm glad that Woodson came through at least. So shout out to Sean Woodson for not busting the parlay right there. I do think he won. It was pretty close, but yeah, I think he could have won even more definitively if he hadn't been doing that like weird like 52 blocks bullshit, like whatever the fuck he was doing at the beginning of that fight. That like, dude, Mills was clowning. He was like, what is this like kung fu kick shit? It was like, what are you doing, man? You're a boxer. Just fucking box him up. And I mean, he did. He won, but yeah, he could have won even more convincingly, in my opinion. But yeah, Woodson gets it done. Now he called out Bryce Mitchell, and Bryce just immediately replied. So we could be getting that fight, dude. Bryce said, "When and where? I'm waiting to fight. I'm waiting to fight you, Sean Woodson." It's like, all right, okay, looks like I have a fight here, boys. Woodson, another guy I hate. Another guy I hate faded. Next time I will get all these aliens. Yep. An elongated Skeletor with translucent skin stretched over an alien frame. The alien honor. Oh my God, dude. I knew he came down here from a UFO. It's the devil trying to poison you. Or whatever the fuck he said. Arkansas's finest. Rice. Cersei's finest. Straight out of Cabot. Cersei by way of Cabot. Good God. If y'all only knew what kind of places those two fucking towns were, it might actually make the jokes funny. So where are we at? Oh yeah. That parlay I was just talking about, yeah. It got busted by this fucking Polish jobber that you see in a fucking heap before you. Dude, eat fucking crow 2 cents. Suck trash bird. Like, but yeah, bust the locker room talk podcast parlay. God damn it. Bust the Rombetsky by KO. Now, first and foremost, shout out to Carlos Diego Ferreira, the 39-year-old. No USADA rears its ugly head once again. Not in my fucking favor. I mean, he almost got killed. Like, that's why I bet Rombetsky by KO, because I thought what he almost did in the first round was what was going to fucking happen. But nah, of course not. Fuck me, right? You know, of course, Diego weathers the storm, comes back. I mean, Rombetsky, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck if he's just the tastiest plus money cheeseburger, the juiciest cheeseburger you can throw out. I'm not falling for the trap. I'll just pass. I'm never betting that motherfucker again. So, yeah, you're added to the fucking list, Rombetsky. Elaine Bennis, Jalen Turner, Igor Da Silva, Kennedy Nzechukwu, Ned Isakoff, and fucking Mateusz Rombetsky. Y'all are all fucking blacklisted from both Hop Sings and me ever betting you motherfuckers ever the fuck again. Maybe I'll pick them if the circumstance is right. Like, I'm not trying to get my bet. I'm not going to fade him just to try to get, like, you know, I'm still trying to get my pick right, but I'm not putting my money on him ever fucking again. Blacklisted. I name names. Oh, yeah, you're just in time. You ain't missed that yet. Speaking of aliens, I'm psyched for Angie Gray. Apparently, she's Barney Hill's granddaughter. Yep. Liam's doppelganger, but Liam's a way better grappler than that, so only in appearance. What up, boy? Shout out to my dude, the General Alex Ramirez. What are you doing, player? Rombetsky versus McChinney, life on the line. Who you picking? I mean, I got to go with Mateusz. I still got to go with him, man. Yeah, I don't know, though, dude. He don't need some time off. Who needs more time off after getting a fucking life-changing, like, it was in different ways, you know. McKinney got erased pretty quickly. Mateusz got a sustained fucking ass whooping. I mean, you probably say that one was worse overall. But, I mean, goddamn. Won't neither one of them fucking good for your health. Yeah, maybe book that for fucking December, perhaps. If not, March of next year. It's here, man. The no USADA era is fucking here. And it is time to take note. It is time to factor that shit in. Tommy Lee Jones pushed the button pin. No, it is, man. It really is. McChinney defense mechanism is dying to him. I mean, his brain does shut him down pretty quick, dude. But I mean, again, it's like it's against really fucking dangerous fighters. Like, but it's I mean, the damage is the damage, man. It is what it is. So, like I said, Mick, you're just in time. Big up yourself. Hope you and everyone else in the chat, the 13 people in the chat, having a good Monday. Hope you're enjoying me just stuff Crow into my dumb fucking face because my picks were goddamn atrocious, and this was probably the worst of them. Let me just bite down on the main course. The main course of Crow. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, at least it was over early. That's the one thing I can say. Like, it would have been worse if it was like a sustained, like, but is this really any better? I mean, goddamn. Oh, then he can win by any method, knockout, decision, like submission. Yeah, sure thing. You fucking imbecile 2 cents. Yeah, good job. Good job betting. Good job betting Minifield and then thinking it was a good idea to fucking reload on it. The Gooden fight gets canceled. Nah, just throw some more on Alonzo. Smart. Top notch, top notch. Yeah. Fucking clown shoes, dude. Clown shit. Clown talk. I mean, he didn't even give himself a chance. He was just like, kill me. Ober was like, all right, mate. I got you. I can do it. I can knock you out, I reckon. What do they say? I can knock you out. What do you reckon? And he just did it. 12 fucking seconds. Like, god damn it, dude. Fuck me right in the fucking spot. So, yeah, that was my night. Just exploded in 12 seconds. Just done. Torched. And we're just going to follow it up with a little bit of more shit. How about that? How about a little more shit, dude? How about a little more shit? 2 cents, you dumb fuck. Oh, yeah. So if that won't enough, if that wasn't enough fucking shenanigans and stupidity, how about fading Buckley in St. Louis, the new 170 Buckley, new and improved, faded him against Luque. This one I will 100% chalk up to me trying to get my get back. I'm not going to sit here and be a hypocrite. I've criticized people for that, and I will continue to do that when I feel like it's justified. But this is one instance where I have to just be. I was trying to get my get back. I tried to fade Buckley against Luque, and I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna get my revenge here." The fuck you are, dumbass. You're gonna get like turned back pretty fucking convincingly. So yeah. Thought I was being real fucking clever. I was like, oh, dude, like the money line isn't quite juicy enough, so I'll just take that inside the distance. I thought I was being real slick with that. No, you're not. No, you're not. So yeah, that happened. Hold on, what the fuck? Yeah. All those things, Moise. Fucking dude, what the fuck? Yep. Bow before the best. Hey, dude, I'm glad you're here. Can I get a spin, Moise? Can your old bud 2 cents get a spin on that carousel, brother? That'd be sick. Let me get a spin, brother. Come on now. Been too long. I was having too good of a time avoiding it, and I forgot how fun the carousel was. So I think I'm worthy. I lost every fucking penny that I bet. So I don't see how that's not carousel worthy. You want to make me beg? Is that what you're gonna do? You make me beg in front of 17 people to ride your fucking carousel of shame? I'll beg. Don't make me beg for it, because I will do it. I came in for the techno. I mean, that's what it is, dude. That's what I did. That was me all last week. Minifield, she better sock it to my Cash App pocket, ho. You better break bread. Well, that's a valuable request there, brother. What's up, Doe Lou? Good to see you in my chat for once in your life. No, I'm just playing. You've been here before. I'm joking. Please don't leave. 12 seconds is, dude, what? It was such a terrible bet. Terrible pick, terrible bet. Just fucking shit. Just shit from a dog's ass, dude. Nothing better than a previously blacklisted fighter shitting the bed. Oh, yes. 12 seconds, 4 strikes, done. Bet Online has minus 185 odds that I will confuse Buckley and Chaos Williams this week, extending my streak of confusing. I know what you mean. You mean black fighters, you racist fuck. No, I'm just playing. I mean, that is pretty racist. Aaron the Puppy this week for sure. No, I won't. I confuse fighters quite a bit. But it's usually, the fighters I confuse? Brazilian chicks. I always get the Brazilian chick fighters confused. I am proud of myself for that. I said Buckley by decision is sneak. Indeed, man. Yep. My one good read besides Lewis heavy bet. Getting a lucky live line on water is nice. Hey, dude, that was sneaky. If you did get, I guess it was, if you were like halfway through the second round, I could see where like Waters could be plus money or like damn near even money, because that's when like he was starting to look really tired and Goff was kind of coming on. So I could see it. I could see a nice live line there. The Zhang Li might be one fight, one leg. Great. Conspiratorial, eh? I told you Macedo going to get knocked down too. Great. Could have swore the... Hi-oh. Yep. Hey, man, make sure y'all check out the pregame. You can find Moises' soothsaying, his prognostications, the best capper in the game currently, I'm told. He's my co-host. Shout out to Stubborn Mick as well, joining me on the panel. It was a gay old time, and we're going to do it again this Saturday. Oh, I already know about your Asian prejudices. I confuse all low-level Mexican and Brazilian flyweights and bantamweights. Dude, that is very fucking specific. That's why it's so funny, Noah. It's true, dude. That is very true, dude. The truest shit is usually the funniest. I got Waters plus 400. Jesus Christ. Are you serious? That is unbelievable. Oh my God, that's funny. Whew. All right. Pull myself together here. All right, so yeah. Sucked ass. At least I got this fucking pick right. At the very least, Lewis gave me technically a positive record for my picks. Thank the fuck Christ. He finally... What the fuck was he doing for the first 2 rounds of this fight? He really went out there and was like, "This dude ain't got shit for me on the feet. I'm gonna test my I'm so like non-fearful of this scary motherfucker that I'm literally gonna go out there and test my grappling against a black belt." Like, nah, I'll be good. If anything happens, I'll just get off me. He did, dude. He fucking did it. He fucked around for 2 rounds, like, all right, let me get this motherfucker out of there. And then as soon as I mean, you can see, dude, look at, as soon as he literally right there bit down on the mouthpiece, bam, overhand. Did the stanky leg, and you know what happened after that. I mean, it's what happens every time pretty much a Lewis opponent gets hurt. There, you're done. Oh, will you now? Well, you know what? I'll read it. I'll go into the DMs and read it. Now, like I said, dude, fucking clown shit. It did not take long for me to make a fucking fool out of myself live on air. So I hope everyone enjoyed that. Y'all go check out that latest Pub Sports Radio UFC live bet stream. It was a good time. So yeah, I'm gonna look to not have that happen again. Me not just fucking suck ass the entire time. But we're still up, boys. Still in the green. Not the worst predictions on earth. Still in the green with these. Nothing is fucked here. Nothing is fucked. Just because I was on some amateur, I was a bunch of fucking amateurs last week. Not going to do that again. Going to have a good week this week. I'll repack the bong. Take another sip of coffee. Look at this UFC Vegas 92 card, which I've already looked at a little bit. I've already made a bet. So that is what we're going to talk about right now. What do you think? Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Check out Aaron the Dog MMA and movie trivia's last UFC betting or breakdown / betting stream. Wednesday night, 10 p.m. every Wednesday. Check it out. This last week was a good one too. Lucky Locks was there. Second week in a row. Will Lucky Locks make it 3 weeks in a row? There's only one way to find out. You got to tune in Wednesday night, 10 p.m. like I just said. You know? Dude, hindsight's 2020. Dude, bullshit. Should have just bet the house on exactly, dude. I've done, dude, and it's funny. When I've done that, I have a great night. Lewis is an underdog. Anytime Lewis is an underdog, Lewis by KO is usually like some kind of plus money. Dude, Lewis has been a wagon for me. And it would have been like he would have clearly cleared that leg or cashed that leg or whatever. But, you know, I was a dumb fuck and put the first leg on Slava. So that's what you get. You make dumb bets, you get dumb fucking results. And that's what I did. Bets were terrible. Picks were nothing to speak of. But that will not be this week, boys. This week will be different. This week will be good. It will kick ass. We will all get rich. Manifest, what is it? Manifest abundance. Or something like that. So that's what we're going to do. And if you had a good week, hell, just have another one. Just have a fucking another one, boys. Thought I was going to ride a wave. Rode it right into its fucking trough. Right into a fucking thing of coral. Right into the fucking sand. Dump my ass on the fucking beach sideways. That's what kind of wave I fucking rode. Wave ride my ass. Lewis has beaten like 4 of the... Dude, he was just like a fucking DeLima. He was just like another DeLima. But, I mean, it's kind of brilliant matchmaking. You would need a fucking space on the card to fill. Throw Lewis in there with a fucking 30-something Brazilian. He'll knock his block off for you and give you fucking, everyone will have a good time. I mean, it works for me. I hope they keep doing it. And what I tell you, it's not like it's a hot take because he does it all the time. He's gonna fucking knock this dude out and do something crazy. What he fucking do? He's gonna do something crazy. Gonna say something crazy. Yeah, it works in his case. So let's look at this fucking car, boys. We got a fucking UFC Vegas night. We got some UFC Vegas 92 coming up. Whatever the fuck that is. Whatever the fuck a UFC Vegas 92 is. I don't even know. What would y'all grade this card on paper? Let me rephrase that. How would you compare this card to other Fight Night cards? Obviously, it's not going to stack up to pay-per-views. It's not. But how would you compare it to other Fight Night cards? Favorably, unfavorably, right down the middle, ably. What would you do? Or don't fucking answer me. Whatever, dude. Fuck y'all. No, I'm just playing. I'm gonna pull this card up and take a look at it. I'll tell you right now, I really, really don't like it for betting. And I'm going to be going extremely light this week, boys. Extremely light. I do have one bet, though. And I think it might end up being my only underdog bet. There's a couple that I'm thinking about, but there's a couple that I thought about, and I'm just not going to get there. There's a couple that I'm still thinking about, though. But I've made my bet, and it's the heaviest single play I'm going to make. I'm going extremely light this week. So, yeah. Now, here's another thing I did. So, and I forgot to put this up there on the last. So, originally, I had only wagered 2 units going into this, but it says 2.5 there because, like I said, I won that Waldo bet when he whooped that fucking fraud Robelis de Spagna. And then I took those winnings and I put it on Derek Lewis round 1, which was really smart. And I lost it. So that's why it's 2.5 units. What little I won back, I lost immediately. So I ended up losing everything. Down 2 units. Still in the green. The Jong Lee's been helping me. A couple nasty underdog bets this year have been helping me. Anthony Smith, among others. Anthony Smith, Nora Cornole. There's been other ones. However, enough about all that. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this week. Let me get this fucking card up, dude. Shout out to the 12 people in the building. Had double digits for a good portion of the stream. I appreciate the support. Subscribe if you're not already. Do this shit every Monday and Saturday. Those are the days that I stream on this channel. Monday, I do a recap preview. Saturday, I do a pregame. And then I go, past 2 weeks, I've been going right into Post Sports Radio. So that's where you can find me Saturday. But yeah, I'll always be here Monday to eat my fucking crow like a good little 2 cents when I fucking suck ass. But I'll also be here to say a fucking toe-to-toe and talk shit when I have a good night. But yeah, that'll be every Monday from here on out. So that's if you're new to the channel. UFC Vegas 92. Wikipedia is weird. So I hate this fucking card for betting, dude. I can't. I'm going light. That was what I was trying to segue into. I'm going light, but it's not just because I got my fucking ass kicked. That's usually what happens. Like if I get fucking whooped silly, if the bookies just fuck me up, I don't try and like load up and I'm gonna get it back. I usually just back off a little bit and say, you know what, I'm gonna win next week, and then I'm gonna get my feet back under me, and then we'll go from there. But I don't like that has helped me minimize my losses. So I pick my spots. I've had several, really good nights over the course of this year, and then some shitty ones in between. But it's because when I have a shitty night, I don't immediately just fucking like, dude, no. Sometimes I go into a slump and I'm not going to fucking like be doubling down trying to get myself out of it because it just digs the hole deeper for me. But that's just, that's me in the way that I bet. Everybody's different. But I'm telling you that to say this. I'm going light this week. And I have one fucking bet so far. And it is not on the fucking first fight. Fucking Demopoulos and actually hold up. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I bet I can. Hold up. I'm gonna add these right now. UFC. Just give me 1 second here, boys. I'm going to get you some fucking visual aids. I can get rid of these. Add some more. What the fuck, dude? Why is that? So yeah, UFC Vegas 92 is greasy. Every dog that I like isn't quite like the lie, or most of them that I've considered, it's like just they're barely the underdog, or it's just not quite enough. Like there's a bunch of dogs that I think are live but are still gonna lose kind of deal. Like that's the kind of card it feels like to me. Feels like a chalky card if I'm honest, but none of the. It's weird. It feels chalky, but it also feels like that I don't really want to lay the chalk. It's not like they're crazy lines. It's not like the number itself is like prohibitive. It's I don't trust who the favorite is, regardless of how sick the line is. So it's like I don't really like any of the idea of parlaying any favorites. And the dogs that I think are live, I just think are live. And I'm just not like, I don't know, dude. Just one of those. It's one of them kind of cards, what it feels like. And I am just not attacking it like that. I'm picking my spots. Thus and so, this week, this Saturday, on the Pub Sports radio stream, subscribe to Pub. I will be there. I'm gonna constantly I will be constantly looking to improve my game, my live stream game, my commentary game, all that shit. I'm trying to step all that shit up. So, yeah, I'm not going to have a ton of action on this card. This is going to be a, just try and call the fights and just have a good time, see what everybody else is doing, pump everybody else up, that kind of shit. I'm not going to I'm going to have like a few spots, like going to do the locker room talk, podcast parlay, going to tail the Jong Lee, but I'm probably only going to have like one other bet besides the one I'm about to drop. It's going to be a very light week for me. All right, 24, 85, 60. Go. But yeah, shout out to my dude Big Show Picks. I really appreciate all these overlays, man. They fucking look awesome. And yeah, here we go. Yeah, just let me pull these up real quick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let's fucking go. Give me 1 second, boys. I'm gonna have some visuals here. Courtesy of the man himself, Big Show Picks. Shout out to my dude. God, this is a greasy ass card, man. A lot of dogs seem live, and I still think a good bit of them are going to lose. Just feels like a trap card. It feels like a fucking minefield, man. Like Chaos Williams and Carlston Harris is such a 50-50 kind of fight to me. That's a sweet co-main, though. All right, I think I got this now. Shout out to the 11 people in the building. Sorry, just getting these a little bit of a visual aid for us here, boys. Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry. Doing something here. God. Gosh. One second here, boys. This is almost over with, I promise. It'll be worth it. Alrighty. Alrighty then. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about, boys. Yeah. What y'all think about that shit? There we fucking go. Now, Emily Ducote versus Vanessa Demopoulos is the greasiest fucking grease fire. It is a literal just fight behind the fucking, like, out back behind the strip club, dude. What'd you say about me, bitch? That kind of shit. Like, this, ugh, what a greasy ass fight, dude. This first fight is pretty much this fight card in a nutshell. Dude, she's been a thorn in my side, man, which is why I don't want to fucking touch that fight. I've backed her before and lost, and then I've tried to fade her and lost too. Like, she's a tough fighter for me to pick. Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely, there's definitely a couple fighters that I'm considering betting and just like haven't and probably won't. But dude, Yanez versus Salvador is basically Yanez doing the exit interview for Sean, Mick, and Dana. Yeah. I could see it, dude. They love that fucking titty hoe, dude. They love them some fucking Vanessa Demopoulos. Because she can do some fucking hoe shit if she wins. And I like that. It's just what I got through saying, man. Sex fucking sells. They like when she wins. They just do. She's a Vegas chick in Vegas. You better believe if it's close, be on the fucking lookout for a demo robbery. That's why I ain't touching it. I will probably pick Emily Ducote, but you got me fucking chopped if you think I'm touching this motherfucker. That's a big old Ashley Schaefer. No. No fucking way. Hailey Rodriguez is greasy too, man. I thought about maybe like betting Alatang Hailey. I probably will pass. I'm just not a big Clayjason Rodriguez dude. I don't know if this is the right time to fade him, but I'll just tell you right now, I don't like the idea of parlaying Clayjason. He could kind of get grapple fucked here. If Alatang wrestles, he could get just a greasy fucking split with some ground and pound and some control. It's just but it almost feels like the line should be flipped for some reason. Maybe that's just crazy. Maybe that's just stupid. I was tempted to bet Alatang, but he's just chinny, man. I can't bet him. It's just a pass. I just don't know who I'm going to pick. I might end up picking him, but I can't put my money on that dude. I'm trying to avoid like betting on chinny fighters as much as I can. Like sometimes you can end up getting good dog money on those kind of fighters, but they're also the kind of fighters that like you can lose your bet at any fucking second. I like the idea of betting on durable fighters. I know it seems obvious, but like, can you not see like Rodriguez just slumping the motherfucker? Like I could see him one punching Hailey, but I said that about fucking Slava and Chase Hooper last week, but I don't think that either one of these guys are either one of those others. But I don't know, man. Tune in Wednesday to Aaron's show, Aaron the Dog, MMA movie trivia. You can get my pick for that one there. Same with the first fight. Same with a lot of these. Now, this next fight, which let me try and go in order here. We'll try and go in order here, boys. All right, UFC. Shout out to the 14 in the building. Or the 13, 14 accounts in the building. Whichever the case may be. Thank you for being here. Hope you're enjoying the show. Smash the like button. For sure. Yes. Third fight in. Piero Rodriguez. Ariane Canales. This is my bet, boys. This is my bet. This is my underdog. Your boy has been faring sort of kind of well with my underdog chick bets. It feels like a 50-50 here, and I'm going to take the dog that I think hits harder, and that's exactly what I fucking did. This is the first bet I made. This is probably going to be my biggest single bet, and it ain't fucking much. But I did it. And I almost put that in the comment section instead of making a banner like a dumb fucking person. But here we go. I did it. I know I'm not the only one on this chickadee, but I got to do it, man. I got to do it. I done did it. I had to do it. finalized. 4, I believe it's. Yeah. Yeah. My underdog's Ariane Carnelosi. Yeah. Let's go. That's it. That's all I got so far. I like the no USADA for Carnelosi. I like the fact that she hits like a truck. She hit, well, yeah, maybe that's a little overstated, but she does fucking hit hard. I think she hits harder than Piera Rodriguez. And yeah, I don't think she's a total fish on the ground. And yeah, give me the big bully plus 145. Feels like it should be even money. So yeah, give me the dog. I know, not giving you much. Not giving you much. I agree, dude. If I thought that that's the other thing that makes MMA tough to bet on is like you can't. And dude, Alonzo Menifield is a perfect example. There's no way I could have predicted that Menifield would have just like bull rushed him like a dumbass like that. Like you're not even giving yourself a chance, dude. So you just can't predict that shit. So yeah, if I knew that Haile Altang was going to wrestle, fuck yeah, I'd bet him as a dog. I don't think he's the worst dog on the card, honestly, but he's kind of chinny, man, and I just don't want to be putting my money on a dude that could just get like clipped at any moment by like a guy that's a pretty fucking, dangerous striker. So no, I'm good on that. I might pick him, but nah. Yeah, give me Carnelosa though. Just think she hits a little harder. I like USADA for her. No USADA for her a lot. Get on that fucking EPO so you can just fucking chuck bricks for 3 rounds. And yeah, man. Let's get it. And yeah, if you look at her, like, I just think, a little bit better resume, a little bit better losses, honestly, for the most part. So, yeah, she's old or anything. She's 31. Loopy and Angela Hill aren't terrible losses. Amanda Hebus isn't a terrible loss. And the chick she's supposed to take care of, I mean, she fucking takes care of him, man. And she's getting some of these finishes late too. So yeah, give me I don't think fucking Piera Rodriguez is quite Loopy or Angela Hill. Just call me crazy. I'm not saying like getting subbed by Jillian is a terrible look. Like Jillian's a really fucking good grappler, but like I'm not saying that's the fucking best loss in the world either. Just think Carnelosi fucking cracks. Think she can win a decision. Maybe get a knockout. But yeah, that's all I got. All I got so far. Man, I'll tell you what, but there are two other fucking bets that I'm considering here on the prelims that you see before you. I haven't done it yet, and I probably won't, but I might. Dude, I'm kind of, oh god, boys, I don't even want to say it out loud because it's so fucking embarrassing. I'm kind of sort of tempted to bet Warlley Alves and Tricoli. I'm not saying I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm just saying I'm thinking about it. Will I fucking do it? I don't know. Tune into Aaron the Dog Wednesday. If I've done it, I'll have done it by then. I'll say that. If I have, in fact, bet Alves or Tricoli, not saying I will, but if I do, I will have done it by Wednesday night. So you're going to have to tune into Aaron's show to find out if I actually did it. Not that you give a fuck, but I'm just saying. Tune into Aaron's show Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Now, yeah, I'm thinking about it, dude. I don't know, man. But again, like Alves, another dude I just got through saying I don't like betting those kind of fighters, or I'm going to try and avoid it in the future. because Abus could just knock his block off. But I think Abus, a little fraudulent. But it's like trying to fade a fraud with a fraud, kind of. Not that they're both good fighters, but as far as like as far as them being like top of the division, I think they're both kind of fraudulent in that respect. I want nothing to do with fucking Gatto and Vidal. I think Gatto wins, but it disgusts me. And yeah, I don't know, dude. I think C is better than Robelis de España, but I get a little bit of the same kind of vibes as that fight. But the loss to Diego Lima is kind of like giving me pause, but I would be lying if I said I won't tempted to bet Tricoli. They called me a madman for betting Anthony Smith. They call me a madman for betting Cornholio. I don't know, man. I don't know if Alves and Tricoli are the fucking ones, though. I mean, we know Abus is a fraud as far as it like, but you're trying to fade a fraud with another dude that's kind of fraudulent, so it's like, Noah knows what I'm talking about. Noah knows all about that. And C, yeah, like it's but yeah, with him, it's like if you tape C, like he's not bad, right? It's just he's can crushing. That's the only problem with him. Tricoli does have bad losses, but like he's another guy that's pretty dangerous and like probably the most dangerous dude he's fought. Let me see here. Umar C. Sado BC's brother. (28). He's a little bit younger. I think it's a 5-year age gap. Yeah, probably like the most dangerous dude he's fought. Unless you think 0-0 Daniel Skivor or 5-0 Adam Tomasic, or excuse me, 6-2 now Adam Thomas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can beat nobody, dude. So I definitely am not like clamoring to lay chalk on Umar C. But I don't know if I want to bet on a dude that lost to fucking Diego Lima. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Tricoli is like the least live dude. I'll say that. I do think he's a live underdog. I just don't know if I have the nutsack to bet him. But that's just kind of like my early thoughts on those. Them Jankses. Going crazy on the Worley train. Bubba, I'm thinking about it. Dude, I get the shits confused too, man. I'll be fading. Dude, I don't blame you. Hey, I'm saying, dude. It's like Tricoli lost to the shitty Lima brother, like the chinny one. The dude's been knocked out 5 times and he lost to that dude. It's like, but I get the fade on C. It's like he ain't beat fucking nobody. Tricoli probably the most dangerous dude he's faced, right? So, but yeah, man, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So that is, I think that's the prelims. Let me see here. Let me have a look. See right here. No, we have one more. We do have one more prelim fight. Is the prelim headliner. Before that, I do just want to let y'all know. If you happen to use MyBookie, Bet Online, Prize Picks, be sure to use the promo code PubSports. PubSports, all caps, 100% bet match up to 1,000 on MyBookie. Bet match up to 100 on Bet Online. Prize Picks, your first sign up. Use promo code PubSports. You get a bet match up to $50. There you go. Since be pubbing. You can find me there Saturday. Looking to have a big old bounce back week, boys. I hope to see y'all there. Now, prelim headliner is this one. And I was kind of thinking about betting Victor Martinez too, dude. I think that I'm going to just stay away from that, though. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think Tom Nolan probably wins. I just think it'll be like Harry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if Martinez is the one, dude. Another one where it's like, dude, Levitt smoked you like that. Like, I don't know. It's tempting at the number, though, because Nolan, yeah, I do think is a little bit of a hype job. I'm not going to call him a fraud. I just think he's being a little bit overhyped. But he is super young. So it's like, I don't like the idea of parlaying Nolan for sure. But it's tempting, man. The plus 340 is tempting, but it's one of those where like Nolan can knock him out in a fucking minute. Martinez is kind of chinny. God, that loss to Levitt is a bad fucking look. Maybe he just didn't take him seriously as a striker. I don't know, but you gotta think Nolan's more dangerous than that. But you know, Tom's been knocked out a couple times. Got knocked out in the amateurs. Got knocked out recently very badly by Nicholas Moda. So, yeah. What to do. But, you know, if you're betting Brick Martinez, I don't think it's the worst bet in the world. Probably no worse than my fucking Alonzo Minifield or Slava Claus in a parlay bet. You know, ain't no worse than that. What could possibly be? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of there too. Like the number, it's like, ooh, the dude that just got knocked out. It's like, this dude ain't Moda. He don't crack like Moda. Nicholas Moda is chinny, but he is a glass fucking cannon, and the cannon is fucking real. I mean, he rocked Manuel Torres too. Like he's fucking dangerous if you can't knock him out. So I just don't think that's Martinez. I think Nolan probably gets back on track here, but I want nothing to do with that money line. I just don't want to sweat it. You know what I'm saying? Like Martinez probably will buzz him, and then Nolan will come back and knock him out or something. I just nah. I'm fucking straight on that, dog. Mm-hmm. Show you right, Noah. So that's the prelims, boys, and that's kind of what I think about the prelims. Main card. What's the main card? God damn. Opening up with Pinheiro and Angela Hill. Will that fight get the coin? I just don't know. Tune in Wednesday. Aaron the Dog MMA movie trivia to find out. Because I just don't know. I don't know, man. if it goes to the cars, you really trust Angela Hill to win a split if she's not going to just like, if it's not one-way traffic? I certainly don't. But I also really don't like have a shit ton of confidence in Pinheiro, who is just like, for being 30 years old, like, she's her best win, like a split over an old Michelle Watterson. Like, the other wins aren't blowing me away. Decision, Sam Hughes. I mean, she was whooping Marcos. Ronda she won that by her, Ronda illegally up kicking her, but I don't know, man. I can see a world where Angela Hill wins that, but Angela Hill at chalk, fuck off. It's a pass, boys. That tune in Wednesday. That's all I gotta say. I don't know, man. I mean, it's not, the worst fight to look at, like visually, but as far as picking or betting, Hill gonna lose. Bet your lunch money. Well, what up? I was just putting you over for these sick new overlays, dude. I appreciate it. They're sick. I just cut my little promo for the prelims there and the promo code. What is? What up though, boy? What are you even doing? Over under 2.5 coin flips Wednesday. That's a good line, dude. That's a greasy fucking line. I like it. Noah the bookmaker back at it. Getting back to his roots. So yeah, I just don't fucking know. This fight is greasy. So is this fucking goddamn card. But yeah, shout out to my dude Big Show. These overlays are fucking really tight. And I enjoy them greatly. No, they are sick for real, man. I like the design, the fucking, and the O's colors. You kidding me? So, what's the next fight here? I only have one bet so far, show. I'm betting Carnelossi. I'm going very light on this card. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of chat interaction and fight calling commentary. I will have some bets. Don't worry about that. I will have some bets, but I'm not going crazy on this card, man. I'll be rooting everyone else on. So yeah, man, but tune in Saturday for sure. What is next? Go in order here. This is the main card opener. Next is Yanez and Salvador. God, just another one where I don't really like the dog, but I don't want to lay minus 350 on Yanez. I think he probably wins. Like, if I get backed into a corner, I guess, like, I mean, if there's nothing else, dude, just the idea of chalking up Adrian at minus 350 is just, it feels gross. It feels like it would be an icky thing to do. But if it has to be done, it has to be done, I guess. I do think he wins, but not unless we have to. That's what I would say. That's what I would say. Like, if Thursday rolls around and there just ain't nothing else we can do but put Yanez in there, Yanez, whatever, I guess, man. But fuck, man. Like, Salvador just fights like such a dumbass. I mean, Yanez does have some moments like that too. I think he's a dude. This is another one where, like, I kind of agree with Noah. Like, this is a dude I confuse with some other fighters sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, dude. he's another guy that's like, he's got some decent losses, but has no signature win. Fucking Shannon Ross. Come on, man. Took you 2 rounds to get rid of Shannon Ross. I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't think I can fucking bet Salvador. Yanya, I mean, he lost bad, but it's also Rob Font and Martinez. I know Martinez just lost, but he lost to fucking Jose Aldo. Can you imagine Vinicius Salvador getting a fight with Jose Aldo? I don't motherfucking think so, and neither should y'all. Like, I think Yanya should win this. If he doesn't, that is a bad look, man. It's one thing to lose to Font Martinez to ranked fighters. It's another thing to lose to a dude that took 2 rounds to get rid of Shannon Ross. Like, he's losing to like Altamirano and CJ Vergara. No disrespect. I'm just saying. No disrespect. Oh yeah, just max bet Yanez. Move on. I mean, I think, dude, if he can't beat Vinicius Salvador, like, it kind of seems like they're giving, like, that's a pretty big drop off, dude. Jonathan Martinez to this guy, unless this is a short notice, like, it seems like they're giving Yanez a winnable fight here. So, like I said, I don't like the idea of laying the minus 350. Like, if it comes to that, if it comes down to it, we just might have to do it. Now, next fight. What is the next fight? Vinicius Salvador. God, dude, talk about a battleground. It's a battleground that I will be perched up on high, kick back with my popcorn and weed or whatever have the munchies, munching on whatever I have the munchies with is what I was trying to say. Yeah, I will be watching this one from the sidelines while you motherfuckers just rip each other to shreds and just tear each other apart over this fucking greasy ass, like, dumpster fire, fucking mid-notch, mid-dro ass, barely above bum level. Like, no, it's not really that bad. But I mean, these are 2 guys that are world ranked in like the 60s. And everyone is just fucking foaming at the mouth over this not a good fight. Like, it could be fun, but it's 2 guys that are kind of like wild grapplers that have like really poor moments of fight IQ. I'm not saying they're stupid guys, but like in the cage, they just both make boneheaded mistakes. And neither one of them have really beat a high level of competition. It just, another one like Garimbo, like chalk for Garimbo. Nah. Betting Ramiz Brahimaj, period. Nah. I'm giving you a big old J. Peterman. Nah. I'm going to give you a lawyer on that. I don't think I'll be doing anything close to that. I will be doing none of that, matter of fact. It sounds like y'all have a tenuous grasp on logic if you're going to get crazy with this fight in general. So, no. Pass. In all caps. That is, I didn't even put the fucking fight card, but yeah, I will be Scroats Magoats passing on fucking Thimba and Ramiz Brahimaj. I feel like you just bet Brahimaj if you think he wins, or maybe you like take the finish for Thimba. Like, I don't know, man. I don't even really know how I see that fight playing out. You know how there's some fights, and a lot of times it's just wrong anyway, but some fights where like you can see almost just like see it playing out in your head, and it just happens like exactly like that. I'm sure we can all think of countless examples, but this is one where it's just like, I just don't know. I feel like one of them. I feel like this will be a fight where one of these dudes is going to make a fucking colossal mistake, and it's going to be over like that. One of them is going to choke. One of these dudes is going to make a colossal mistake grappling, and they're going to choke their opponent. So, yeah, and I just don't know. But yeah, I want nothing to do with it. No, thank you. That's all y'all. Y'all can just fucking slice each other to fucking ribbons, man. I want nothing to do with that shit. Now, dude, this co-main event is pretty fucking awesome. I actually really like this co-main event. Seriously, this is like a prelim headliner or like a main card curtain jerker, but only on a Vegas card. Maybe the whole if this is on a pay-per-view, it's like the early prelims. Maybe, you know what I mean? But the fact that this is Coco is kind of insane. But dude, I actually like this co-main event. Chaos and Carlston. I mean, it's the odds are a little better now for Harris. It's like plus 114 the last time I checked. Let me see what they are now. He's another underdog I'm considering betting. He might be my other underdog bet. I just don't know, man. I don't know if like Harris has been knocked out a couple times. I don't know if I'd exactly call him chinny. Like one of them was Shavkat. Like, can you really fault the guy that much for that? But then you kind of look at the Jeremiah Wells fight. Like he was fucking losing that fight until he pulled that fucking front choke out of his ass. So I could kind of see it being similar here. I could see either one of these guys winning by finish. I could see Chaos knocking Carlston Harris out. I could see Carlston Harris getting a sub or a club and sub, maybe knocking Williams out. Chaos is pretty tough though, man. I just don't know. This is another one where I just might just sit back and watch it. I haven't decided. It's either going to be Harris or pass, but I'm definitely considering pulling the trigger on Carlston. I just haven't yet. I'm kind of like waiting to see if the line gets better. If it gets to like plus 120 or over, like if it's like plus 125 or something, I might pull the trigger. But, you know, if it doesn't change by Wednesday or Thursday, I don't know. I don't know, man. Carlston is also a very popular underdog so far this week, it seems like. Again, it's early in the week, but seen a lot of people on Harris, dude. It's making me like nervous. Like, come on, some of this. I need some of this chaos buyback here. So yeah, I think Lou was talking about that earlier in the chat. Like, see if the line gets better. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Right. That whole thing is corny. Not that like him getting, out of poverty, like that's awesome. But I'm just saying the fact that like they're trying to use that to like bolster him into something that's like, I don't know if he necessarily, it just seems like they're making a gimmick out of it. I don't know, man. Seems like they're like a little exploitative, if you will. But what the fuck do I know? Anyways. Yeah. On this one, yeah. It's going to be a nice number, I'm sure. But yeah, man, I don't know. I lean is Carlston, but don't know if I've got the fucking scrotum sack to pull the trigger. And that would be me being a hypocrite too. Because I've said that before, like, oh, just if you feel like he's the side and he's plus money, just pull the trigger. Don't use the like, I just want to wait and see if the line gets better because you're scared to like, you don't want to do it unless the money's a little bit, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm being a puss. But I think he might be the side. We'll see. But yeah, I think that will just about do it for that fight. That's about all I have to say about the co-main. Like I feel like it's kind of a chaos knockout. Maybe a Harrison finish, maybe a Harris finish, or could see a decision. Especially if they're like both kind of overly cautious. Like Williams can kind of do that, man. He can kind of like stand there and stare in the mirror and wait for the perfect shot. But then Harris can kind of be reckless and kind of like he doesn't have good balance. Like he throws his body around a lot and can kind of just throw himself into like bad positions where he can get like grabbed and kind of tossed. But I don't know, man. Like I don't think Williams is the grappler that Jeremiah Wells is. You know what I mean? Like but I feel like he can still like shut the lights out. And it might be just like a banger on the feet, and I'd be worried about Harris. But I do think Harris is the better grappler. I think he's a more dangerous submission grappler for sure. And I think if anybody's getting choked, it's Williams. But knockout, it's like 50-50. I don't know, dude. I think I'm probably going to pass on the greasy motherfucker. But it's a good fight. I like it. It'll be an exciting co-main, man. Like that'll be an intense bout there in the Apex. Kind of one of those you want in the Apex, honestly. For the level of intensity. Yes, sir. Thank you, General. Appreciate it, my dude. Yes, indeed. Now, main event, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. This will be a 2-hour stream at most. There we go. Smash the like button. Here we are. Main event. Barboza, Lerone Murphy. I don't fucking know. Barboza seems like a live dog, but it's another one where it's like my sack won't quite drop on it. And I'll tell you why. People are looking at that last fight with Edson Barboza, and they're just seeing the result. Oh, he won, dude. He beat Sodiq Yusuff. Yes, he did. He won. It was a close fight. He pulled it out down the stretch. He also almost fucking died, dude. And there are not one, but I think several refs that would have stopped that in the first round. And I think that Sodiq gassed himself out trying to kill Barboza. So I'm not 100% convinced that Lerone Murphy isn't going to knock Edson Barboza out. And I know people are going to go, oh, dude, well, Lerone's been to all these decisions. I get it. I totally get that. So, again, I'm not like, I don't really want to lay chalk on Lerone Murphy. Like, he's undefeated, but that was a sketchy fight against Gabriel Santos. And then you saw Onama just knocked him the fuck out. But, I don't know, man. I think I think there's a lot of recency bias for Edson. I think people are kind of forgetting, like, he can be chinny just like all of a sudden, dude. I mean, Bryce Mitchell beat the Christ out of him. I think Lerone Murphy's a little better striker than Bryce Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can look at some Sodiq Yusuff fights and like, he can kind of drop the ball. That's that. Yeah, it's a good win, but he barely won the motherfucker, and it's really because the ref didn't stop it, and Sodiq just had to keep fucking pounding. Edson just wouldn't like go out, and then he was just a spent man, and he kind of came back, but he was beat the fuck up, man. Lerone Murphy could spark him out. So that's why I like the idea of Barboza as a dog in like a vacuum, but I think it could at some point. I know, no USADA. I get it, but that doesn't help the chin, man. It can help the gas tank. It can help the power. It can help like all that shit, but it still can't make you be able to, not be chinny if you are chinny. I do think Edson's a little chinny. Not a lot chinny. I'm not saying he's a glass fucking chin fighter, but you hit Edson Barboza hard enough, you're gonna go down. And yeah, I think he's another one. Just seems like a very public dog. Like, just I don't know. I can't quite get there myself. Maybe I will. Maybe my sack will drop, and I'll just say fuck it. You know, Lerone Murphy's. You know, he's might be a little fraudulent. So Barboza could be the kind of guy to check him, like, you know, knock Murphy out with a crazy like spinning hook kick or something. It could be fucking like TRT tour all over again. But I don't know, man. It's like, it's Billy Q. Sadiq's a good win, but he did almost fucking die. He might die here. I don't know, man. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I mean, he's not a bum, dude. But I mean, yeah, a little overrated. I think he's a little overrated. I think Barboza is a little overrated too, honestly. Like, people love Edson, but go back and look at Edson's record, man. It's kind of a jabroni's record, if we're being honest. Like, what's his best win? What's Edson's best win, really? It was 10 years ago, probably, like Bobby Green or something 10 years ago. He had a good like 3-fight run, but then it's been like Dan Hooker and I don't know, man. I think people have this fucking gay ass love affair with Edson Barboza, man. And it's like, I get it, dude. The dude's a good fighter, but he's kind of a 38-year-old jobber. He is. He's been overperforming. He beat a jobber in Billy Q. Sadiq Yusuff. Call him a little overrated. But we're not going to call Sadiq Yusuff overrated now. He almost killed the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Killed him. Just about. So, yeah, man, I get it, though. Like, I mean, Edson's a good fighter. He's dangerous, but he's overrated, too. He is. So it's like, I'm not, you know, gonna fade an overrated dude with another dude that's fucking overrated. Look at the 2 fights before that. He got fucking smoked. You know what I'm saying? Bryce Mitchell, you think Bryce Mitchell's a really good striker? He fucked Edson up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I think people just really annoy me when they start talking. I'm not saying, you know, people in general really fucking annoy me when they start talking about Barboza. Like, they just fucking just start fawning, and it's disgusting. It's gross. Edson's good, but y'all act like he's some uncrowned champion. It's like, no, dude, he's like a 50-50 ass motherfucker. Period. And he has been his whole fucking career. He'll win a couple fights, then he'll lose 2. Then he'll win 2, then he'll like lose 3. It's just like, look at his fucking record. He's been that way the entire fucking UFC. The most wins he's ever strung together is fucking 3. And it was almost 10 fucking years ago. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, the idea of laying chalk on Lerone Murphy, yeah, I don't know, bro. I think that Barboza winning would say more about Murphy than like where he's at. People love to mug off Giga, and now Bryce Mitchell. It's like, look what they fucking did to Edson. But it's tough because I don't think Lerone Murphy is quite like Giga Chikadze level danger. And like, he's certainly not the grappler that Bryce Mitchell is. But again, I think he's a better striker than Bryce. I don't think that's a fucking hot take. So, yeah. Tough one, man. Tough pick. I do think Edson's a live dog, but I just can't quite get there myself. But best of luck if Edson hits, man. That'll be a good one. It'll be another like Aldo turning back the clock, but Martinez has been. It's not like Martinez had never lost before. Martinez got slumped by Davy Grant. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not like I don't know. I think Lerone is a little bit better than Jonathan Martinez. Call me crazy. We're about to find out though. That's your main event, and that is going to be the stream. That's all I got, boys. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Wish y'all the best of luck. Let's all have a fucking great week. I hope to see every single one of you wise guys in Aaron's stream Wednesday night. There's the place. There's the time. Be there, smarty pantses. There will be another episode of Locker Room Talk coming out this week. It's Pub Sports Radio's podcast. Download the latest episode as well as this week's. And tune in, man. Thursday night, usually around 9 p.m. Pub Sports Radio. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Sign up for the contest. Tune in Saturday. Your boy will be there once again. Come through. Talk some fights. Cash some bets. Have a good time. But that's it for me, man. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Go eat some dinner. Hope y'all have a good evening. Shout out to the Dome. Best group chat in the world. I'm not even going to do any kind of outro or nothing. Those are the only places you can really find me on social media. I will be back on this channel Saturday, pre-gaming with Moyes and anybody else that wants the link in the Dome or the Locker Room Talk group chat. Just let me know. But yeah, that's it, man. Y'all have a good week. Appreciate you coming through. I got my ass kicked at UFC St. Louis, but that is not going to be the case for Vegas 92. Going to have a good week. Going to bounce back. Best of luck to all you gentlemen with all your greasy little plays and bets and shit. Even if I'm on the other side, at least one of us will cash. So let's fucking go. Smash the like button. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And yeah, that's it. You've been listening to Just My 2 Cents. Have a good week. Best of luck. Smash the like. Tune in Wednesday to Aaron's show. Hope to see you there. Wednesday night, 10 p.m. And I'll be back here Saturday. Just My 2 Cents. Have a good one. Catch you on the next one. Peace.